Welcome to the Livvie Star Show, sponsored by Prime Developer, the first podcast of its kind in North America, created by a first generation South Asian woman. Some people take pictures, others preserve memories. Today's guests are the creative duo behind JnJ Creative Studio, Sanjaya Das and Joyjeet Das. Sanjay is a photographer, filmmaker, and a UI engineer whose background in the visual design and photojournalism allows him to transform ordinary moments into cinematic stories. Alongside him is Joyjeet Das, a documentary style filmmaker known for capturing Austin's vibrant festivals and communities with authenticity, emotion, and honesty. Together, they've built JnJ Creative Studio on one simple belief: don't just capture what happened, capture how it felt. Through weddings, cultural celebrations, corporate events, and films, they create timeless stories that people can relive for generations.
JnJ Creative Studio. I have the founders Sanjay Das and Jay Das. Welcome, J and J.
Thank you for having us in your show.
Oh, thank you so much, Livvie. It's an honor and privilege to be here today,
You're welcome.
talking to you. I think people are going to be actually hating us because they see we three all the time together, right?
Yeah, we have worked together.
Because Livvie is not only our friend; she's our mentor, my sister, a family member, and we work with Livvie. It's been a long time actually. She is one of the top female-owned business and entrepreneur in Austin, Texas. And if you talk about great events, I think every single person in Austin, Texas knows Livvie very well. And we take a we are proud, we take pride in working with Livvie and to be a part of Livvie Star Company. And it's not only one day or 2 day or month, we are working together for years together, right?
Absolutely.
So thank you so much, Livvie.
Thank you,
Thank you
Jay.
so much, so very much.
Thank you so much. And since I've worked with them, I know how smart, how intelligent they are with their craft, and absolutely their work speak for itself. So I want to begin with, since you guys are, photographing, filming for over combined experience of what 25 years together. I I really want to know what's one of the biggest misconception people have about photographers here.
Um, I would say people think like who don't know about photography or filmmaking, they would say anyone can pick up a camera and just shoot some pictures and that'll make them money. So that's what they think, and that is true to some extent, but it's not totally true because you need passion to drive you to take pictures, to experiment, to figure out what will work with what client. Like not all clients have the same look. Some clients would look good from a particular angle, a particular style of photo. So that comes with practice, and then also comes with the passion that drives you. So anyone cannot pick up a camera and just take pictures and
Yeah.
get them right all the
But
time.
isn't it everybody starts? That's how we start. Remember, like how we get interested in something and then we pick up the camera and start, and it's all trial and error and then learning all the way. I think, I mean, what do you have to say about it?
So yes, that is true. So to if so, I wouldn't say I was gifted with this photography when I
Yeah.
got like when I was born basically. But the thing is, you definitely have to experiment it. But clients who hire someone, they think that way. So they sometimes think that anyone with a camera can do justice to this event we are doing. So for example, a client is getting married and they're like, yeah, let's go for the cheapest photographer because there is someone who just started doing photography. Now at the end of the day, you're shooting an event which is a live event for you.
Yes.
You would want the pictures to look picture perfect. So that is the misconception that I was talking about. But yeah, definitely everyone should pick up whatever they're interested in, start exploring that. Without that, maybe we both would not have been here doing our gigs and doing stuff, because we would have never picked up a camera ever. So
Right,
yeah.
absolutely. What do you think? What makes a photo tell a story rather than look pretty? Like, how do you capture your photos? What's the main idea behind it? What do you capture?
Do you want to go for it?
Jay?
Oh, thanks, Livvie. That's a great question. Even before accepting any project or assignment, or even start working in an assignment, I keep thinking about that what do we do, why people hire us, what is the expectation, what is my own expectation from myself, right? So I totally agree with Jay and Livvie. Cameras takes amazing pictures nowadays, right? Especially the recent iPhone. Oh my goodness, amazing picture. And lately in iOS 27, I believe now even you can use AI to reposition yourself and put yourself however you want to do it, right? So that's amazing. And if you're happy with that, absolutely, who cares, right? Even I say that, like, okay, you are short on budget, why don't you use a tripod and shoot yourself on? And I do that myself. Livvie, you do that yourself sometime, right? But when you need someone, especially from agency like us, like when context matters, there is a story behind it, right? Photography, definitely, it can be representation of yourself. It can be a representation of your real estate property. It can be a representation of a nature, a scenic, a beautiful location. But when it comes to commercial photography or a very special milestone event for you, for example, Livvie hired us every year. Livvie hired us for her birthday celebration, for her Diwali event at the Diwali at the domain. So these events are very special. There is a context, there is a story, and there is the essence behind the event and occasion. So that is the hardest part, we believe, that as a photographer, that keeps us thinking and motivated, that what is the project itself, what is the story we are covering, and not only essence or the occasion, also whom we are working with. So anytime we work with Livvie, the first thing we always keep in our mind that it's a Livvie Star company, one of the most prominent women-owned luxury brand in Austin, Texas. Everybody knows Livvie. So when I take a picture of her or her event, our work has to relate Livvie Star company. Similarly, when we work for some other local family-owned business or product or a company, by the way, we also shoot a lot of commercial for small and mid-sized businesses as well. So every brand has their unique value proposition. They are trying to sell a service or a product. So what we do, that has to relate to that product. And here comes the creative part, actually. So it's not only the physical or visual representation of a person or a place or a location, it's about the context, story, and thought behind that. And that requires not only understandability about the camera or the character, also the interpersonal skills and relationship to understand whom I'm working with, what story I'm trying to relate, right? And most importantly, how people are perceiving that story. So that plays a very bigger role in our profession, that what we are trying to relate to our work, or what story we are trying to portray through our photography or filmmaking.
Right, but you already said that it's the hardest part. But
Right.
still, I really want to compare. Is it actually the hardest part, or the hardest part is after it's a post production, editing, or making people, like you also do a lot of like model photo shoot. Is it like hard to make them pose for you? Because in your thought, in your perspective, your storytelling is something different, but how do you explain that to the model?
Definitely. So I knew that Livvie is going to ask that, because Livvie herself is a teacher. She coaches models, and she is established international model and a coach. I knew she's going to ask that. Yeah, that's a very challenging part for any photographer or filmmaker to establish a connection with the subject. Because asking, okay, stand there and I'm going to take a picture, that doesn't do the job. That doesn't cut out. So you need to create and establish a connection. You need to feel the subject feel comfortable with you, right? And it's a conversation that it's on you to make her do what you want or what you want to capture. So no subject is a bad subject. It's always a bad photographer. So if the photograph doesn't come good, it's not on the subject, it's on the photographer. So that is the hardest part, to create that establish a connection so that the model feels comfortable, and you develop that connection and trustworthiness, right?
Yeah.
Confidence that, okay, so I can rely on this guy and we can work together. So that trustworthy and confidence, that takes a lot of work to build up.
Is it also goes with the filmmaking, documentary?
Oh,
because
absolutely,
you guys are documentary
absolutely.
filmmakers.
So what sometimes end up happening with filmmaking is many people are not very comfortable in front of the camera. So as soon as we say, okay, recording, and they're like getting awkward, and there's like a silence, they're like looking at the camera, trying to maintain eye contact with the lens, and then doing all of that. So it definitely gets, a little more complicated with filmmaking. But then again, it's just like you enter a room full of people and you start giving, it's similar to this. You start giving a speech. What do? You break the ice first with a joke. You try to connect with audience. You try to maintain eye contact and all of that. Pretty similar with photography and videography as well. You try to learn the name. You try to ask them, okay, what do you like? Is there a certain, pose that you like? Let's cover that. And then what we do is we try to get the safe shots first. So that's what helps us. With photography, videography, we are doing any events, we will get the safe shots first, so that we have something that, is a deliverable. After that, we start exploring. And when we are exploring, we are okay with it going bad, just in case, not. So out of the 100 shoots we do, say 99 are perfect. There will be one shoot that is not 100% perfect. So as a business owner, I think
Part it's also very complicated. So yeah, you can put your camera in auto mode and you can get decent picture, but when someone is paying thousands of dollars, you have a specific character, or you have a specific feature or way of styling, or producing a photograph or film in certain style, then it's a completely different story. Then you need to craft and master the settings of your camera. You need to understand the technology, and you have to have a very specific way to edit. So for example, and majority, I would say 90% of the photographer and filmmakers, they fail into that criteria. If you go to their LinkedIn page or Facebook page or their website, every single album looks different. Blown out, super warm, super cold, super skin retouched. Everything looks like, I don't know, 3D. So way of editing, it's very personal, and keeping every single photograph or event look similar, keeping the quality and consistent, that takes a lot of effort actually, right?
Yeah.
Because photography is very versatile, and I would say dynamic. Location is different, our skin tone is different, time of day is different. If we take a picture in the morning, it looks different if I take it in the twilight zone at the evening, or in a low light in the night time, right? So how do you commit to something for a consistent quality when you really don't know how it's going to turn around, right? And many times, people spend thousands of dollars for a nice looking venue or outdoor location, but it's on the photographer and the filmmaker to know how to use light and capture it in such a way that you bring out the quality, or at least the standard that you promise to the client. And that takes heck of understanding, years of craftsmanship, and top-notch camera gear, and most importantly, eagerness to learn, because technology is changing every single day. Every single camera comes with updated firmware upgrade, and everything is new. Yeah, they are modern, they are updated, they are more efficient, but you have to learn it from the beginning and make it do what you want it to do.
Right.
That takes effort, creativity, honesty, passion, and commitment. Right? It's not about money. It's about. I think the profession like this that we choose, it's the relationship we have with the camera. I think it's more than money, right? I mean, actually, camera actually picked us. Like we don't pick the camera. Camera picks us, right?
Yeah.
So I have seen a lot of photographer try so hard that, okay, what is the settings? What is the ISO value? What is the aperture value? Why don't my picture looks like you? No, it should come automatically, right? I mean, you can learn, but you cannot apply the same aperture value every single events, right? You have to understand that what is the time, what is the prominent color, or what is the primary color, right? How much key lights we are getting, how much global lights we are getting, how I can manipulate light to have some contour or some shapes of the subject, right?
Yeah.
So to use it and apply settings accordingly, and you know what you have to edit during the post-production, that takes a lot of understandability and experience, right? That's very challenging, very, very challenging. Still, like when I work, I don't know, like I suffer a lot. Like I keep looking at the histogram and making sure that if my highlights is blowing, if my shadow is like super contrasty or not, am I doing it right? And I'm so lucky and privileged to have Joy as a partner and my best friend. He keeps me in balance all the time. I do a lot of crazy and nutty things, so he would come and say that,
Safe shots.
Good, safe shots first. Safe shots first. We can do it later, but make sure that we can deliver what we committed to the client.
Okay, so what do you mean by safe shots? Means
So
the standards one
standard
which you can
shots,
provide,
yes.
and then you can
So-
experiment later with.
Exactly. So say we are doing a birthday function, so a birthday party, right? We would definitely need pictures of the birthday guy or the girl. Then we would definitely need pictures of the decor, and then we would definitely need pictures of them cutting the cake. These are like standards that we have to give them. So these are like the safe shots. Now, once the safe shots are done, after that we can experiment into, say we are at an outdoor venue which has a lot of trees. We do something with the shadows, with the trees, with placing a light from the back of the whoever we are photographing, giving them like what do you call it, the backlight, and then creating like a fake sun that's falling on them, and taking a picture. So these are the things that we can do, and these are like after the safe shots, these are the shots
Right.
that experimental shots, which can be good, can go bad as well, depending on how
Yeah,
it's
and people
taken.
might not like it.
Exactly.
It's your creativity.
We are
Yeah.
doing it for like 25 years. Still, we are confused. Like anytime we go, we arrive. Like Livvie, we work with us more than a decade now. You know how early we arrive, right? We always arrive at least an hour ago. We scouted the location. Especially Joy, he really wants to do it in person. He always arrives and more than an hour ago. Always he arrives way earlier than me. He scouts out the location, identify the light location, that what is the reflection, if we are using this color or this location or this lens, is it going to be a long shot, mid shot, or so anytime I arrive, Joy already got it done, that hey, we are using I don't know, 24 to 70, 35 1.8 prime, or if you want to go with long lens 70 to 180, then you have to go outside, otherwise no, that's all. And the lights location are going to be here, that's all. So it really makes my life super easy having Joy next to me all the time.
But this is such a beautiful relationship between you two.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
come back to it because I want to
Yeah.
know how you guys met and how did you start
Absolutely.
JnJ
Absolutely.
later. But then I really want to ask this very important question. You guys are documentary filmmakers. Why documentary? Tell me, because I know it's not everybody's cup of tea.
It's the addiction towards story. And also, although we both are IT guys,
Okay.
but I started my career in advertising agencies, Liu Warnet advertising agencies. And you know how it works, right? So a brand comes to promote certain service or product. And in a thematic communication, we need to craft a story, right? Then I also worked in newspaper companies as a creative director. So I was really good friends with all the photojournalist friends. So then I saw that how important a context or a story is important to document. And with this AI revolution and uprising, I think beautiful looking photographs, I think, is the least demanding photograph. Even anytime,
Yeah.
Livvie, you hire us, you keep telling us, dude, I need this story. Because story is the thing that grounds us to humanity. Story that keeps us alive. Story is the things that keeps us motivated and move forward, right? So unless we shoot that properly, the story, the context, the essence, I think future human will lack humanity, right? And any connection to
Yeah.
to the past, right? It's very important.
So, yeah. I'll add to what he was saying. Photographs are basically you're capturing one frame of the time, right? You're capturing the light. That's it. Documentary is you're capturing a part of that time, like for 10 minutes. When you're capturing those 10 minutes, whatever the person who's sitting and talking about, you're capturing that, and you are portraying all of that into one small film. It is very similar to a photograph, but for photograph, it's like 1 second, you took the photo, that's it, done. But this is for multiple seconds.
Yeah.
So the storytelling behind it, that's
Yeah.
what makes
It's
documentary.
fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Capturing
It
a
is,
story.
actually.
I've seen our clients
Yeah.
cry, right? And
Man, I have cried sometimes when
we trust me,
Yeah,
trust me.
Trust me, there's like a
it's-
tear rolling. I'm holding the camera. There's a tear rolling. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I can't even wipe it. But
Oh my
it's
goodness.
just sometimes we just connect.
And
That's
it gets awkward also, right? Sometimes people open up, and
Yeah.
the moment you are listening to that story, or you are living through the moment that they lived, you become a part of their life. I mean, it's very emotional and it's very personal. It gets really personal. Trust me.
Yeah.
It takes heck of gut to come up in front of a camera and speak about your past or a story or anything that is
agree.
true. You know that, Livvie,
Yes.
personally. You do it all the time in
I
every
have
single
even
event.
produced a short
You are an
documentary.
open book. You always talk what you want, why you do it, how you do it, what you want from other people. It takes guts to do it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have one more podcast discussing only documentary films
my
because I'm a
goodness.
huge fan.
I know.
And I want to know each and every part of filmmaking process because I know it's huge. You record a tons of it, and while editing, it's so important to patch the important parts.
That's another thing.
So-
I knew that you're gonna bring it. Great power also comes with great responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he is really good at it. He like his editing skills, especially video editing skills, are really really good. Like he will take like whatever voice we're talking about, he will take that. He will put photos, pictures, videos with context, with all of that in between your shots to make it look like as if whoever is viewing gets connected to that content, like whatever advertisements he makes, whatever documentaries he makes, whatever things he does that. So I'm like really appreciative of that skill of his, where he's editing stuff and
But
he's
the
just getting it.
final screening, Joy always does that. That is it gonna go live or not? Is it gonna be delivered to the client or not?
Yeah.
Or do
Knowing
we need,
you, I think
and
it's
do
important.
we need any final touch up or not? So he is my gateway. So if he says yes, that says this unlikely. If he says no, it's dead. And also you too, you are my gateway too.
Okay.
So I need to get a green signal from Livvie. Yeah, I think we are good.
Yeah.
We can go live. Otherwise, no, it's
Yeah.
not working.
Okay, so let's jump into the Austin South Asian community.
Oh, nice.
Okay?
Awesome.
The reason I want to ask you a few questions related to it because you guys have documented many events, lots of South Asian events, North Indian, South Indian, Bengali cultural festivals. What kind of changes have you seen over the decade, according to you? Like, is it growing? Has it grown to such extent where people are kind of respecting your skills, or there are like thousands of competition now, or do you guys pick your events, pick your projects, or is it tell me everything about South Asian community perspective here.
I've been thinking about it. So we have done a lot of work with
Yeah.
the South Asian community, and we are, grateful for all the work we get. The community is definitely growing. The number of people within Austin itself, from say 2019 to now 2025, 2026, the amount of people have what it's gone up in like multiples of exponential. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Exponentially. So we appreciate all the work we get from them. Only thing we ask all our clients to do are go check out our portfolio, check out what we do, check out our work, and then let's talk about stuff. Because there are some stereotypes with photographers where for example, a client has seen a picture somewhere and they want that same picture to be recreated for themselves. It is not possible to 100% recreate a picture other than if I can use AI and just change their face and put it there. So we have to come up with all of that. So setting the expectation of the client is something that we have seen that we need to do, especially with the growing community, because sometimes the notion is that, oh, you're a photographer, you should be able to do, whatever I'm asking you for. Make me look thin, make me look, thick, make me look fair, make me, look dusky. All of these requests we keep getting from the customers all the time. So
What's the weirdest request
oh,
you have ever got?
So I did a housewarming once, and the hosts were like really, really friendly, and they were continuously talking to everyone around them, even when I was clicking pictures. So there were a couple of shots where the host had their expressions a little bit different because they were talking. So they asked me to change their expressions on a photograph after it was shot. And this is back in like 2023 when AI was not even, that advanced.
Yeah.
Like, how do I change your expressions? I'm sorry, I don't think I can change your expressions. We'll have to live with that. Or when you buy a second house, definitely, look at me when I'm taking the pictures and asking you to look at me. But
That's really the most weirdest I've ever,
Yeah.
got to know. But what's your favorite festival to cover, actually? I mean, is
I would
there
say-
anything
I would say
specific?
it's Livvie's
Holi?
Diwali.
Diwali? Okay, I would
and
say
also
Holi.
Holi.
I
We
would
are
say
doing
Holi.
it for the last more than 10 years now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So both Holi and Diwali at the domain.
Yeah. No, Holi for sure for me because the colors are just vibrant
Any,
and amazing.
any event we work with Livvie for our event, I think we cherish every single moment.
Absolutely.
And the
But
experience.
still,
working
I want
with
to
her,
go
right?
with Holi because Holi gives a beautiful expression on everybody's
And
face
the,
and
the,
the
the
colors.
venue you pick every year, right? In the Leander, right?
Yes.
In the ranch. It's fantabulous.
Yeah. And then again, it's a festival of colors. That's what
Right.
Holi is known for.
Right.
And photography,
And
videography is
also-
all about colors.
And another
Yeah.
thing I really appreciate about Livvie is the fair opportunity that she provides for each of the vendors, right?
Yeah.
Every year we get tons of new vendors, and she works so hard to get fresh DJs, famous DJs from out of the state. No matter how much money she needs to put on the table or how much she makes, she always is open to any new idea. Give fair opportunity, equal opportunity to all the vendors and the artists and the people. And I think the local community responds back positively. They show tremendous respect and they all show up with our event, right? In last couple of years, we are seeing in exponential increment in the presence, right? Last time we shot, it was like crazy, and you got that foam cannon shooting thingy. Oh my goodness, it was super crazy.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
But tell me about your JnJ Creative Studio journey. How did you start? And why did you both, wanted to be partner?
So we have been friends for a long time, and we used to meet each other at events. I used to do my own thing. I still do my own thing.
We both are
he used
socially
to-
very engaging.
Yeah.
We attend pretty much all the social events.
Yeah.
And the thing with photographers, wherever they go, they bring their cameras. Even today,
Yeah.
I got this one, right? So,
Yeah.
so, and cameras are super expensive. I mean, who in clear conscience would put $5,000 for a camera body and $3,000 for a lens? And try to shoot pictures, and it's like 10-pound weight, right? So that's how we got connected.
What's your net worth? No, I'm just kidding. Because I've seen your
No, no,
studio.
if we
it's-
get to work with you, it's gonna be a lot in the near future, right? so let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we connected. That dude, that's an amazing camera. That's an amazing
Yeah.
lens. Where did you get from? What type of picture you take with? And our wives are also best friends with each
Yeah.
other. So it was really fast.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us your background? Where are you guys coming from?
So I was born and raised in Hyderabad, but I'm a Bengali by blood.
Okay.
I came to the
Do you
US.
consider yourself more Bengali or
Very good question.
Oh my God.
Now
So
you have to
he-
tell
he
me,
keeps-
are
he
you
keeps
are you
asking all the
Telugu
same-
or are you Bengali?
I would say I'm equally the both, but
See.
I would say a little bit.
It's still that connection.
So I was born and raised in Hyderabad, so I'm
Okay, so
way
I'll take it. Okay,
more.
yeah,
Telugu.
Telugu.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
I'm way more Hyderabadi than I'm Bengali because I did not spend that much time in Kolkata.
Definitely.
But my dad was, his thing was you start a sentence in one language, you have to finish it in the same. So rather it be Bengali, start and finish in Bengali, English, start and finish in English, Hindi, start and finish in
That's
English.
a very
Don't do
wise
English.
advice.
Yeah, and he would whenever I would say a word, speaking Bengali when I was little because we did not have too many Bengali people around us, and I started speaking in Bengali. I would say a Telugu word or a English word. He would be like, "No, this is what it's called, and this is how you use it in a sentence." And he would show me and tell me.
But
how to
still,
do it.
you
So-
would prefer biryani over mach bhat.
Oh, man,
Yes.
now that's
No.
I love biryani. I love matcha jhula and bhat as well. So it's going to be. I cannot choose. I'll flip a coin every single time. That's
Okay.
what I'll do.
Jay, where are you from?
I was Bengali, but after having this guy in my life, I think now I'm 50-50 too, 50 Telugu, 50 Bengali. Well, I originally am from Bangladesh, but I did my education from Delhi. Then came back home, worked in advertising agencies, IT, newspaper companies. So my education and profession is kind of like very weird. So I hardly get settled. Like anytime something feels really interesting, I hop all into it. Though my wife is extremely mad, my daughter is why you are doing it. So then we relocated to USA. I did my MBA with major in MIS. Then I started working for companies like Tesla, Facebook, Apple. So right now I'm working as an agentic UI engineer for Apple. So that's my full-time profession. But since I had a strong connection, a strong tie with cameras, so JnJ is also a part of my life. So
Yeah.
I shoot a lot of photography and shoot film as well.
But you were in advertising before. Jay, how were you connected with cameras? Like, how did you get connected?
So I was I am a biker. I used to go on a lot of road trips and all of that back in India. So one of the things that you do when you go out on a road trip is take pictures. So that's how a camera got into my hand. I was like, oh, I'm traveling here. Let me take pictures. Oh, I'm traveling there. Oh, I'm doing this ride. Let me, have like a 360 or a GoPro on my helmet, shoot this, make a vlog out of it, and all. That's how I started. And then obviously we would go for events. We would go to track days, and I would click pictures there. And that's how my camera journey started. Telling a story of a racer going down the track trying to hit the apex and just sweep around, and I'm taking a picture of that, motion blurring it, just the bike is in complete focus, everything else is just blurred out, and that's the expression of that particular rider at that point, who is just him and his machine. That's all that's all he's thinking about, and that's the photo that I'm taking shows. So that's how it started, and then slowly I got married. My wife absolutely loves clicking,
His
being in
wife,
pictures.
you know Titli, right? Titli is a
Yes,
model herself.
model,
Yeah.
Very
being a
beautiful.
model. Okay.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah, so she
Pretty
loves to
lady.
be in pictures, so that also definitely pushed me more, like, oh, okay, yeah, let me capture your pictures. We would travel somewhere, we would say go to Hawaii, and we would like
And Titli
shoot
is very
pictures.
picky. Even like I'm scared of taking Titli's photograph. Not I take a
No.
picture. I say
Yeah.
let's judge it. let's
But yeah,
get
so
it.
that
Get it.
also kind of motivated me, and then everything just kept rolling, and kept taking pictures, kept clicking more pictures, and then JnJ happened after that. So
You both are in IT.
yes.
Do you guys think that being in IT has any advantage in photography or video
Well,
editing?
Well,
Lets
that
us-
gives us money to buy new cameras. Doesn't matter client pays or not.
Yeah.
We get to buy any camera, any lens, any technology we love to have, right?
Okay.
That's where our adult money comes from, and this is where our adult money goes to. But yeah, it definitely helps us with like picking out the software, doing all the research, using all the AIs, because we are so familiar with the prompts, and then also picking out the right hardware for the computer for editing, the lights as well. Like I did my engineering in electronics and communication, so I'm like, okay, this light, what's the wattage of this? What's the Kelvin value of the light that's falling on the image? Okay, a little bit of physics in their head. Okay, this bounce this way. Okay, how will it work? So it kind of helps,
Yeah.
IT, and then the engineering knowledge and all of that. It definitely applies into photography all the time.
Is there any challenge while working together, being a team?
So, no, well, yeah, the biggest challenge is when he's all the way across the room. How do we communicate? So that's
We keep
one-
shouting a
We
lot.
keep shouting,
And
then
clients get pissed off.
yeah, clients are like,
Please
"Hey,
tell us.
okay,
You
don't
do shout a lot.
So we use but challenges. It's again, as he said, balancing each other out. There are creative things he's good at, safer shots that I'm good at. So we just balance each other out. And then my first thing when we started JnJ with him, I spoke over the phone for like years, not years, but like hours. And we were thinking of doing something together for a while. And the first thing I told him was conflict management. There is going to be a conflict that will happen today, tomorrow, I don't know, 10 years down the line. What do? We need to have some kind of conflict management where you don't go and tell a third person about what's wrong with you and me. You tell me what's wrong with you and me. And we correct it. I defend myself, or I accept it. No matter what, we sit in a room or we go on a call, we talk, we do that conflict management, we come to terms with it, we bury the hatchet, and then we move on. That's it. And if something happens, if it doesn't work out, then we definitely will remain friends. So
Yeah.
that's what I told him, and that's what I was like, there will be something or the other, but knock on wood, we have not had any, major conflicts. Some minor conflicts where I forced him to be at an event after the time has passed because the clients were late, and I was like, I know the clients personally, so you have to be there. And he's like, this is out of the time box, I have to go, I have other work to do. I'm like, you are the videographer, you cannot leave without having the dance shots during a Sangeet event.
He's really good in people communication, and clients love to deal with Jay because I think the empathy, the way he connects with people, super patience, listen to what they have to say, and deal accordingly. I think sometimes I fail big time in that. Probably I'm good left with my camera and editing station, right?
But what about the creative perspective of each other? Do you guys always approve each other's work?
No, we
Is
don't.
there any fight
Always.
after
We are
every
good,
shoot?
definitely.
Yeah. So how should an edit look like? Like, for example, we take this picture, right? He likes, what do you like to do with the picture? You like it to be more lighter on contrast, lighter on colors, right? And I like them to be more vibrant.
Right.
So
Right.
every edit that comes out, we are like, oh, what do we do with this?
Right.
What you did is not right in this one.
Right.
What I did is not right in this
Right.
one. So we keep throwing.
And also angles, we talk
Camera
and
angles
debate
and-
a lot about angles. And also that has a very close tie with our ethnicity and different type of clients that we serve. Southeast Asian clients would love to prefer have their photos captured in certain ways. You have your own way. Some wedding clients have a very specific instruction that what type of site they want to capture, front, mid, long, or close-ups, right? So it's for a loan, like we would do 3,000 photographs, right? Among them, if you promise to deliver around 500. So you have to make sure that those 500 photographs that you are sorting, that's a very balanced ratio that the client is asking for. At the same time, the entire covers of this event, your business reputation, as well as quality and the level of creativity that you have. Because every project we accept or deliver, it's not only a part of that, okay, client is happy, we're happy. No. We have to make sure that as a business, our work is showing proof of our improvement, commitment, honesty, and dedication. Because the photograph that I took today, actually tomorrow someone will come and talk to us based upon that photograph. So if we skip or play safe or don't keep the improvement coming, the business is not growing. Because clients like you or others who come and cares to talk to us, they hardly talk about money. They talk about what they want. So they are a little different client who believes in us, and they come to us for convenience. You know, Livvie, that if you assign us a task, we will deliver no matter what. So you get to put your mind to what you do at best, and we will rest of the taken care. The same thing goes for other clients as well. So having us both on the table and making sure that we are doing it in the right way, mitigating the risk, client is safe, business is growing. At the same time, we are learning and proving that we can learn and grow. That takes a lot of mutual understanding and argument. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Will you always keep it as like a studio's boutique style studio, or you're planning to grow it? What's the future?
At this moment,
For
we are
JnJ?
going through a very, I would say, critical digital disruption. Everything is AI generated. Everything is AI. So I think in time, the type of job we do, the way we do, it's gonna change a lot as well. People hardly want to go to a studio nowadays. They take a picture in their phone and ask ChatGPT or.
Is this your biggest struggle these days?
I wouldn't say struggle. I would say it's a learning curve, right? We have to embrace the technology.
So all the photographers have to kind of maneuver in a way where
Definitely. If you want to make
you
it a
need
business,
to start using
absolutely,
AI, but then you
absolutely.
also need to have.
You have to have that ethical sense that how much you want to practice AI, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely, you cannot make it. Well, you can make it people out of nowhere, but how ethical it is, right? So the way the AI is improving, right? I think right now, right, I can produce the exact version of you. Even you will have hard time to identify that is it you or not.
Deepfakes
Only
are
I
crazy.
know that what I did. So it falls actually eventually on us that how ethical we want to be, what we want to provide, right? So, and that will eventually decide the future of humanity as well, that how ethical we are, how we are adapting AI, and where we are going towards with it, right? So
So
that's yet to be seen actually. You know that,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I know a lot of like AI learning coming in every company regarding the privacy laws and everything. But let's get back to our photography related to the South Asian events. I want to know from you guys that what is the one thing people should kind of follow in terms of civic sense, in terms of law of videotaping somebody or photography, putting it on social media. What is your take about, like, how many people do even care about how they are taking
That's
picture,
a
what are they
that's
putting
that's
out on
that's
social
that's a
media?
great question, Livvie, and I really appreciate that you brought up the issue. It's one of the most polarizing factor online that going really viral, right? So yeah, technology makes it really effortless to capture photograph or videograph, film yourself and put it online, right? Very less verification or validation required. Again, great power comes with great responsibility. So you are who you are, how others perceive you, right? So over time, because of this greater migration, I think the geographical border, it's not there anymore, right? We can relocate to anywhere, anytime we want. We can do anything we want, right? But eventually, what we do that represents our culture, own value, right? So I think definitely we have to be more really careful that what we are showing, that not only representing selves but also representing our culture and others as well, and we have to be really careful about that, right?
So, but then people are, specifically, I'm talking about the South Asian, who are under a lot of kind of scrutiny and, you know, being targeted just because they're having fun in some other countries and they're dancing in the public and they're recording and putting a video on social media, which is kind of hurting other people, or maybe. So I don't know what's wrong and what's right, but according to you as photographer and videographers, is there kind of some sense we need to have and carry
Definitely,
every time,
definitely.
Yeah.
everywhere?
So I would say first thing first, research about your local laws, what you're
Yeah.
allowed to do or not. Research about the local
course.
culture as well.
Of course.
Figure out what is going to be, considered as, bad, and act that way because I mean,
And it's not that difficult, right? So personally, I know that I'm not supposed to go and dance in front of a memorial, probably, or I'm not supposed to go in a marketplace in a towel and start dancing, right? Or probably Libby, that too.
But people are doing everything to get the
Exactly,
views and
exactly,
likes.
exactly.
This
That's
is how.
the craziest part, right? Yeah.
that's what read the room is, no longer there, like reading the
Yeah.
So doing that, they are simply missing the part that it's not about them. It's about the culture. It's about the country and nation, and the entire nation is getting blamed because of that silly act. I don't know, right?
yeah.
So it falls down to personal guidance, personal barrier, that what I can do or what I should do, right? Something that I can do doesn't mean that I should do, right? So we really need to think about it, and I think it's really the high time to think about it before it's even gets worse, right?
Yeah, do you think countries should come up with more strict laws regarding
It's very difficult
recording
for
in
a
public?
country but to do it lawfully, right? How do you do that regulations, right? It falls
Yeah.
upon the personal
Yeah, yeah.
right,
Yeah,
that
no,
how,
you're right.
how much you realize and how
Yeah.
how responsible
This
you
is-
are, right?
Yeah, so this is your freedom basically.
Exactly,
Right? So
exactly.
you need to know how you want to portray it and how
Exactly.
you want to portray everything else
Exactly.
that comes with it.
And also
So-
my activity, every single my activity online, that kinds of influences my own personal family life as well, right? So
Right.
so if I do something really responsible that puts my family in a harm way, right? Why don't we think about that?
So basically, you're trying to say there's actually no law of videotaping in public
It's very
at
difficult.
present?
It's eventually, I think, if we keep doing it, eventually local law enforcements are going to come up with those laws. No videos or photography allowed. Now we know, especially in the bars or some government areas, no photography allowed. Eventually, if we keep acting this irresponsibly, eventually it's going to come down to that. No photography allowed.
Yes, at all.
No tourist, nothing. Okay, you want to take a picture, go to that Vista location, very specific designation location, thousands of photographs, same location, same pose. That's all you can do. And that's going to happen very soon.
I agree.
If we don't if we don't become more responsible.
Okay, so tell me few crazy event stories. If anything weirdest or wildest ever happened at an event, and then you got a chance to correct it or maybe like witnessed it. Is there any fun story you guys have?
The profession we are into, especially this photography and filmmaking, it's so versatile and so dynamic that there is no matter how much you plan, it never goes according to plan. You know that very well as well, because even management, what you do and what we do, they're pretty much the same.
Yes.
We work together as a team. It never goes according to plan. Something is always broken, something is always not working right. The host arrives late, the bridal is late, the cake is smashed, the music system is not working, somehow my camera is not connecting with the sensor, somehow the flash is not going right, somehow the kids are acting really crazy, we are not getting the perfect shot. So notice every single event, it's very new, it's very challenging, and it's always something new that you need to adapt, plan on the spot, and hope for the best.
So what's your favorite type of event you would always love to capture? Is it like a cultural event, weddings, or corporate event, or some private or model photo shoot?
I'd say any event.
Any
event. Give me my
okay,
camera.
tell me which one is the easiest then? The easiest to capture.
I would say cultural events are a little bit more easier because it's very predictable of what's going to happen next. Like for
Okay.
example, if it's a wedding, then I know the fairies are going to be next. Then
Jaimala.
the mala and all of that. So one after the other, then group shots and all of that. So it's very predictable. But again, it's not the easiest because again we have to play with the light, play with all the settings and all of that. So yeah. I don't know which one would be the easiest, but it's more predictable. That the prediction making if something is more predictable, the mind feels that it's easier, right?
Right,
So,
right. And I think personally, I feel like I know everybody think, hey, I'm a portrait photographer, I'm a wedding photographer, I'm a bridal photographer, I'm a housewarming photographer. I don't think we want to label ourselves. If you see when review our portfolio, even the viewers, if you go to Instagram and search by JnJ Creative Studio, you will see that there is a variety of work, cultural, lifestyle, glam, housewarming, ethnic, documentary. We love to try new things all the time. We don't want to label ourselves as something very specific or something niche.
Yeah.
Right. And we prove ourselves. It's not like that we are becoming jack of all trade, master of none. We do what we do really well.
Yeah.
And our work is proof of that, right? Go ahead and see what we do.
Yeah.
Was there any one lesson you wish you
Yes.
had?
If you go to work for Livvie Star company, be very careful. You know what you are doing. You really love what you do, and you are committed to your quality, and be serious about what you promise to Livvie to deliver, because she will ask you questions.
Okay, so the question was, what was the one lesson you wish you had known on day one of starting JnJ Creative? It's nothing related with Livvie Star
Is the
company.
commitment is very important.
I would say one lesson probably that you cannot make 100% of your clients 100% happy. There will be some clients that will not be are totally satisfied or 100% happy with everything that comes out, and you learn that any single business you start, anything that you do, you will eventually learn that. Like day one you would think, oh yeah, I know about this, when I get a negative review I'll think about it, but the day you get something where a client says, oh, I did not like the the tone of the skin that you put after the edit, which is like a small thing, right? but it just pricks and it just hurts because you're putting your everything into it and then doing it. So um, one lesson is, no matter what you do, be open for, if there could be some negative feedback, just be open for that and accept it, figure out how to fix it, and then move on.
Any tips for the people who are learning photography or videography, anything?
Um,
Don't start doing it for money.
yeah,
That's not gonna work.
yeah,
Oh, this is beautiful.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
If you charge $50, someone else will charge $10. So a few moments back, Livvie was asking, there is tremendous amount of competition in the market. How do you guys feel about that? We feel actually great because the quality we provide is unmatched, right? And people who comes to us, I mean, they hardly talk about money because they know the quality that we deliver. We very easily stand out. So think about the quality. Believe in your craftsmanship. Come up with a very unique way to express your work that people feel comfortable and differentiate yourself from others.
yeah.
The moment
Find your
you
niche.
target it as a side gig or I don't know, like for money, first of all, you're not going to make a life out of photography. It's not a high paying job, okay? And there is a tremendous amount of competition out there, right? So master your craftsmanship, develop your niche and a very specific way to express yourself, develop a very unique style of your art and stick to that consistently. Be honest upfront, right? Then only then people will pay you what you are expecting. Am I right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So starting for
Yeah.
money, then
But-
okay, let's get a camera from Craigslist and start doing it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be a sustainable business model.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
But-
go anywhere.
Yeah, and also to add to what he was saying, photography, you can start off with a mobile phone as well.
Right.
Just try to see what you can frame, and check out whatever picture you're taking. Just check out your framing. Just check out what you can capture. You can, if you give 10 photographers this particular cup and ask them to take 10 pictures, each of the pictures is going to be different.
Right.
Someone's going to take it at this angle, someone's going to, use a zoom lens and compress the background, someone's going to blur out the background and all of that. So, end of the day, just, start learning with what you have, follow, bigger photographers, see how they're doing it, look at BTS videos.
Learning.
Yeah,
Yes.
look at BTS videos, learn the terms, each and every term in photography. What is ISO? What is the sensor size and how does that differ? What is your shallow depth of field? What is your aperture? Learn all of that. Learn how it affects your camera. Your picture. You can do all of this from your phone because today's phones have like great cameras. The
Yeah.
iPhone, the 17 takes really good shots. But then again, just start somewhere and keep moving. That's the one tip I want to give, like anyone new that's starting to take pictures.
Since we all know everybody has a camera
Mhm.
in their phone and everybody is an Instagram influencer, is there any advice to this social media content creator from you guys? Because you are professional, you have learned this craft for years now, your confidence is speaking on this table right now, you have your own niche, so anything you could.
Ethics definitely comes first. So when you are on a social media or you become a social influencer, think about your culture, your family, your friends, and your core value.
Be responsible.
Yes, be responsible. Having more likes, putting up yourself for issues or the way that is very contrast or controversial doesn't do good in the long run. That will hurt you back, and not only you, that will put your entire nation and family down. So be responsible before putting anything up there. Ask yourself, is it the right thing to do or not? No, law is probably not going to do anything because it always falls down to personal ethical boundaries, core value, and family relationship. Think about your family, think about your country, think about your nation before doing or posting anything on the social media. Very important.
Some civic sense,
Civic,
I guess.
and definitely some civic
Yeah.
sense. When we are visiting some country, we are guest in that country. Respect your host.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because
Yeah.
when people from other countries visit India or some other countries, they are really being respectful, right?
Yeah.
So try to assimilate.
Any other businesses you guys have other than photography?
So yes, I do own an ice cream store on Ronald Reagan. It's called Ked's Ice Cream. And an inside scoop about it. This is the first time we are talking about it in public. We are actually starting a second location in Pflugerville. So the contracts are just being signed right now. But this is a scoop that I wanted to give through Livvie's podcast today. That we will be having a second location in Pflugerville soon. So
Awesome.
keep watching the space for more updates. I'm pretty sure Livvie will do one more video for us like she did for the first store when it opened. So that was really great. We absolutely
I would
appreciate that.
definitely love to do that, and
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you.
So nice. We need more ice creams, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I love Ket's ice cream for sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so we are reaching towards the end of our episode.
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly go over some fun rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
I have few options here. You guys have to pick one, but since you
Okay.
guys are two, I'm gonna divide. Like I'll ask 4 or 5 to him and 4 or
Okay.
5 to you. Who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. So DSLR or phone camera?
Depends on time. If I have just my phone on me, I'll use my phone. If I can carry my...
Just one
Uh,
answer. Phone. Sorry.
Okay.
You have to pick one.
No. Then I'll
Okay.
go for my
Yeah.
camera for sure. My
Sunrise shoot or sunset
DSLR.
shoot?
Sunset.
Candidates or post? Like a
Candidates.
okay. Indian wedding or American wedding?
Ooh, Indian wedding. It's big fat Indian weddings are the best. Like
Okay. Lightroom or Photoshop?
Lightroom always.
Black and white or color?
Ooh, black and white.
Okay. So next set of questions I'm gonna ask Jay. Austin or New York?
Austin, definitely.
Okay.
Is the weirdest.
That's true. That's true. Keep
We,
Austin
we,
weird.
and we keep Austin
weird.
weird.
Yep.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Okay. So drone or gimbal?
Drone.
Reel or full length film?
Reels.
Reels?
Really? Okay.
That's news to me.
Me too.
Oh my god. Okay.
But-
we'll reach out to him for more reels now.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Photography or filmmaking?
Both.
Wedding shoot or festival shoot?
Both.
Early
Sorry.
bird or night owl? Yeah, you needed to pick one.
Yeah.
Late night. I'm not early bird.
I am early bird.
Okay.
Yeah, he calls me at like 1 a.m. and I'm like in my core sleep at that time. I'm like, who is this calling? Cut and just sleep after that. And then I call him at like 7 a.m. and he's like, hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys have to give one word answer to each, whatever comes to your head, and anybody can speak up. Okay.
Okay.
Austin.
Keep Austin weird.
Okay. Creativity.
Keep creativity weird.
Okay. Success.
There is no success in terms of to reach success. You have to keep learning.
Keep learning.
Yeah.
No success without honesty.
Okay. I love that. Yeah. Family.
Everything.
Comes first.
Photography.
And filmmaking.
No. Tell something about it. Say
Yeah,
something about
photography.
photography.
So.
It's in my blood. Say that.
It's in his blood.
Oh my god, not in my blood, in your blood.
It's in our blood.
It's in our blood.
Joy. The
That's
word
his
joy. My
first
name.
name.
My name.
Yeah, his first name.
Storytelling.
The most important aspect of photography or videography.
Livvie Star.
Best of the best.
No, I came prepared. I was thinking about this.
Yes,
and
please.
when you said that, I was like, So there is master of all trades. And what's the saying? No, it's
Jack of
all trades,
Okay,
master
cut.
of none.
Jack of all trades, master of none. But this is Livvie is the only one that defies it. Master of all trades, jack of none.
No. Okay,
Yes, yes,
but
yes,
thank
yes.
you so much if you think like that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is a brand new segment I started where actually, our guests get to turn the tables and you guys can ask me one question. It could be anything, and I'm happy to answer, but just one.
Just one question. Okay.
No.
Okay. Livvie, like we work for years, right? Why you hire us? Why you always pick us for anything?
It's a very simple answer because of your creativity. The way you work on each photograph, the reel, the video, I think I relate to your perspective and I love your perspective, and I think that's why we make a great team when we work together,
Oh my
because
goodness, I
you
thought it
guys
was
are
gonna tough
unique.
question and she's gonna divert us.
No, it's very simple. I love your work because I love your creativity. J&J Creative
Thank you.
Studio is the best studio, guys, in Austin and in Texas. So once again, thank you so much for coming to our show, J&J. Wish you all the best for your new ventures, Cat's
Thank
Ice
you.
Cream, J&J Creative, and congratulations.
Thank
And
you so much,
you so
Livvie.
much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God
Thank
bless
you very
you,
much
Livvie.
for having us.
God bless you.
Livvie Star
Yay.
Show.
Cheers.